man.
Stone did 25 years in prison. He was in there with John Gotti.
Yeah.
Talking about John Gotti's story when he was in there.
Man, y'all gotta watch that interview, man.
Yeah, you gotta go back and watch the interview with Stone. This I'm talking about a wealth of information. He was actually, I always say this because he was conservative, and during the inauguration of Donald Trump, Trump said something and he started to question his vote, and he talked about that. And just a real guy, man. And see, that's what I'm saying. We don't do emotion. Well, we got to do emotion because we emotional people. But we don't lead with emotion.
Right.
We just want to lead with emotion. And he's one of them people that's objective. You know, even if he and I don't agree, it don't got to get disrespectful.
Right.
You know, I notice with a lot of people that disagree with Trump, it's a lot of aggression. And I think they say if it's no enemy within, the enemy without can do you no harm. So if you don't feel hurt inside by something, that's just like me, Dave. I come up to say you black as hell. If you never felt like you was being called black when you was younger, or you got any type of trauma from bullying, that don't bother you. That'll brush right off of you. But if you feel something, you too fat and you've been called fat all your life, now you got that enemy inside of you. And I'm poking that.
Yeah.
And you know, so
that's what I say. What you say, Auntie said it was displaced aggression.
Yep.
Yeah. It's a lot of that going on now. See me being a Gemini, the man that I am, I always felt I gotta have a rebuttal. But the older I get now, you know, I just laugh.
Okay, so we got Stone back in the studio.
Grand Risings.
There we go.
Grand Rising.
Yes, sir. What's going on with y'all?
iPhone. He put the Android down.
Yeah.
Had to switch up, man.
Man,
what's going on, man?
Man, you know, I just wanted to hear your perspective. You got a good perspective. Our interview did 100,000 views, man. Yeah, well, a couple clips. The Charlie Kirk clip did 25,000. You did another clip about John Gotti that did 100,000. So, your perspective, the people obviously like your perspective. So, and I like it anyway. You know, your family. So, I want to talk to you a little bit about this Gordie Howe Bridge, man. Are you familiar with what's going on with that?
Yeah, man. That's that Windsor Detroit bridge take you straight over to Canada, man.
Yeah.
But you know, they finna put the art show and all of that there for the Underground Railroad and things.
I didn't know about that.
Yeah, it's supposed to be like a historical landmark because of the Underground Railroads.
Right.
You know, that's where, you know, everybody migrated up to Detroit from them days to sneak over into Canada. You know,
right.
Where they could actually be free. Yeah.
Okay. Well, I don't know if you know my best friend Dave, man. Dave.
Nah, this is my first time meeting him, man.
Yeah, that's Dollar Dave, man.
It's a pleasure, Stone, man.
Yes, sir.
Great interview, man. You know, cuz he big you up. He always said we gotta have Stone back on the show.
Yeah.
And I'm like, yeah, man, because you know, you give a great perspective on life. You know, I understand that a man, when he's been through so much, he can have a great input on a lot of people that have displaced aggression, and you know, you know, you can kind of give them a way to navigate, you know, how to deal with life a little bit better, you know, because you got the experience.
But so overall, you say the Gordie Howe Bridge. What do you feel about that with Trump's decision on that?
Like, a lot of it be funny to me, you know. But if they actually gonna do the art thing around it for the Underground Railroad, hey, that's cool.
Yeah, we all for that.
Okay, I'm gonna look into that. This is my first time hearing about that. So you saying that that's gonna be connected to? What do you mean? Like when you cross the bridge, you're gonna be able to go into a museum,
a museum or something like that. It's something they're gonna put there, but when you go through, it's gonna be a museum, something like where you could go and see all the arts from the Underground Railroad and things like that, and a lot of the families that migrated over there. They try to say thousands of years ago. Let's be realistic. 1800 wasn't 1,000 years ago. You know what I'm saying?
Right.
So,
but playing with the numbers.
Yeah, it commemorates that, but you know that also is where them fires was, them Confederate fires.
Yeah.
So you know it holds a lot of significance over that way. But I mean, to me, it's just a bridge to take you into Canada.
Okay.
It's all about money.
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, first he was a white hockey player, so even though, let's be realistic, hockey started in Canada.
Yes.
Through blacks.
Yes.
Yeah, you're right.
A lot of people don't know that.
The first hockey players were black hockey players over in Canada.
And we dominated.
Yeah, and they was bad.
Yes.
Now,
I know
people don't know that.
I know a little about that because you know all the time as a little youngster when Pops used to take me across, you know that's where he went to the horse races at over in Canada.
Yeah.
We had to cross that bridge, so you know my father would tell me a lot about it going across it right then. Like, boy, you know you going across the Underground Railroad right now.
Yep, Uncle Ray, that's my Uncle Ray. That's what he was on the horse races, man.
Yeah, so we would go over there. And that's how I learned a lot about it. That's how I even learned it was, you know, hockey was invented by blacks over there.
Yep.
Okay. Okay. So most people don't connect the two. We, you know, the average person looking at, we got a new bridge. It looks nice. It looks nice. It's gonna knock out that Ambassador Bridge, which was owned by the Maroon. What's the name? The Maroons.
The Maroons.
Matty Maroon. That's who it is.
Okay.
Matty Maroon. They own the train station and they own the Ambassador Bridge. And you know, so now they saying that Michigan, Detroit would what would they do? They would manage it, but Canada owns it. They pay for
Canada owns it.
Yeah. So I just feel like I try not to talk too much. We're gonna get off of Trump. I got one more question about him though. When you saw the monkey pictures, man, what was your response to that?
At first, I had got a little heated until I started seeing things and found out. Well, my wife showed me. You know, Pink, she gonna be on everything, bro.
Yeah. So
she got to showing me stuff where that was posted. What, a year ago?
Yeah.
That was. You know, and then she showed me where it was AI generated and all of that. So I'm like, oh man. And I got to see the whole thing. So I was like, to me, you know, I left it alone.
Yeah.
I don't even think no more about it.
You say you did get heated in the beginning.
Yeah. Especially, you know, I mean, me being me, going through the things I have, I get heated. But then we always got to think too. We'll get heated about something quick, you know. But if it was the other way around, you know, how would we feel? We'd be laughing, joking, everything else like that, you know. So I just take it. You take the bitter with the sweet sometimes. But to find out it was a video that was already done and it wasn't actually true. Like that. That's why. And then I was wondering why he was so adamant, because I was looking at it on the news when they was like asking him would he apologize, and he was like, "No, I didn't do it."
Right.
Yeah.
So you know, I was like,
apologize for something you didn't do.
So that, you know, at once then later that day is how me and Pink go off into it, because I was saying something. She's like, "Well, that ain't it." And I was like, "Man, how you gonna say it wasn't it?" And then she started showing me everything. I'm like, damn, now I see why he wouldn't apologize.
But they say,
I wouldn't apologize neither.
It was posted at 3 a.m.
But come to find out, look, old video. It was a full cartoon thing, like a whole little animated slide show thing.
Yeah.
I've seen it before.
Yeah, they had
I've seen
him. It was one that had him laid out like he was a stuffed pig.
Yep.
Yeah.
So I was like, oh man, this right here.
Yeah. And we are, you know, I just was saying today that if it's no enemy within, the enemy without cannot do you no harm.
He can't.
He
Do you
cannot
no
do you
harm.
no harm. And a lot of this is wounds that we're carrying that we gotta be honest about. We do have some wounds from the past, and people poking at us, and they can manipulate us with them emotions.
Yeah. And this they know, but the thing is, man, like, and that's something what you just said. That's something we as a people got to learn to let go of.
Yeah.
I mean, you know how that old saying, man, I forgive, but I don't forget.
Right.
If you forgive, don't linger on it.
Yeah.
You think our whole point now is for us is to figure out how we can change the situation we in as a people right now.
Yeah.
You know, and that's just us really coming back together. You know, we done lost that.
Yeah.
That whole sense. You know, and me personally, I just say everything about us done been integrated.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
I hope our culture, they done integrated our culture.
That's when all the problems started.
The first thing is they forced the culture upon us.
Yes.
But
thank you.
As we grew, we built our own.
Yep.
And in us building our own, they adapted it.
Yeah.
You know, man, I go back to old movies I used to watch. You remember the old movie, The Mac?
We had our own everything.
The Mac.
Yeah, you remember the Mac? When he was in there talking, he'd say, look, we go braid our hair. They go get theirs braided. We turn ours into afros. Next thing you know, they come in with afros.
Yeah.
You know, that's when
we
integrate
control
our
the
culture.
Yeah,
we control it. But the
we
thing
are
is,
the culture.
us wanting an identity for ourselves, we can invent.
Right.
But the problem is, we always allow them to integrate what we invent.
Dr. Martin Luther King, shout out to Dr. Martin Luther King. Let's talk about Black history. When at the end of his reign before he died, Dr. Martin Luther King said, I think I led my people the wrong way. Because he fought so hard for us to feed into their thing, what they had going on, instead of us just keeping what we had going on, because we were stronger together. We didn't need their restaurants. We didn't have to eat at their restaurants. We didn't have to go to their hotels, banks, or nothing. We had everything ourselves. So he was fighting for equality to eat at these people's establishments, and at the end of it, he knew that was a bad mistake, but he was so far in it that,
it was too far to turn around for him.
So, and a lot of people don't know, he started agreeing with Malcolm a whole lot more.
Do you know that's where he learned that? A lot of people take that speech. A lot of people don't know that speech when he say, I've had a dream.
Yes, sir.
He say, I done been to the mountain. That's when him and Malcolm actually met with each other, man.
Yep.
You know, from my understanding, and I'm catching understanding from people that knew them, that was there at that time.
Right. That was actually,
you know what I'm saying?
Yeah, they speak on it a lot.
Yeah, and they when they explained it to me, especially one rest his soul, Dr. Matula Shakur, my godfather. You know, he broke that whole thing because he was right there.
Yeah.
In New York. And he was like, man, when Malcolm used to come, and the time he was talking about the time when Martin and Malcolm had met up,
Yeah.
And Malcolm would always tell him, listen, all that turn the cheek and all of that.
Yeah.
Look what happened. Look what happened. Do you know the time when Martin was up in Oakland, right? He was up in Oakland.
Yeah.
And he was finna do something, and they was trying to kill him.
Yeah, they were. Yeah.
But at that particular time, he had the same person that invented Kwanzaa, Mao Karenja, Kalunga. He had a different organization besides the Black Panthers, and they call themselves saying that they was gonna protect Martin.
Right.
But come to find out, because it was police that actually was trying to kill him.
Yes.
But come to find out, none of them brothers had bullets in their guns.
Yep.
So
it was a setup.
Yeah, when
he got shot from the top. He got shot from the top.
No, but this the incident in Oakland. And when
the first incident, right? When he yep.
And then when Huey and Bunchy Carter and them pulled up and seen that they didn't have bullets in their guns, man, they got with them, you know. Yep. So it was like that's when Malcolm was like, man, you always, and I kind of feel bad saying it because it's like, dang, Malcolm forgot his own words that he spoke to Martin because he allowed himself to go out that way.
Right.
So, but it's just deep all the way around with us, man. It really is.
Yeah. You know, it is Black History Month. What do you feel about that? You remember Morgan Freeman said that he don't want his history reduced to 28 days.
Yeah. I mean, listen, every day is Black history to me.
Thank you, Stone. We are the culture. Everything that we see around us now is us.
It's Black history.
Yeah.
You know, I got that W.E.D. Du Bois on that. You know, hey, I thank God every day, not for just waking me, but I thank him for still waking me as a Black man.
Yes.
You know?
Yes.
That's my first thing, right?
So
yeah, I'm proud to be here too. Every single day, it's a blessing, you know.
No matter what I done been through, no matter what struggle, no matter what high, I'm glad to be here as a Black man.
We didn't seen a lot in our years here on Earth. You know, a lot of the millennials and the Gen Zs and stuff, they can't remember how it was being a young Black child. And you couldn't play with the white kids, and you couldn't be in certain neighborhoods. You know, if you get caught up, you know, in the wrong place, you might not have made it out. You know,
and that's true.
And you know, it was, you know, our parents and stuff dealt with even more before us.
Right.
Yeah.
So you know, we have it the easiest now. But we still so far behind because we don't have that unity.
Yeah.
So
that unity is what messes us up.
That's all we need to do is stick together. If we stick together and focus on us and stop worrying about what everybody else is doing, we'll get so much further ahead.
I think one of our main things too is that we still trying to make people like us. Trying to legislate people to like you is not going to work. It never worked.
That legislation gonna fail every time.
Yeah, it's gonna fail every time.
Yeah.
Claude Anderson was famous for saying that we were going to be a permanent underclass if we didn't change our ways. How do you feel? How you feel about that? Do you feel like we went into permanent underclass status, or do you feel like he was wrong about that?
I don't. I mean, it's hard to say because you know you got a lot. Don't get me wrong. You like bro was just saying, we dominate basically all the sports. So majority of them that's getting that money like that, you could say those are some that achieve that underclass as far as they concerned.
Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Right.
But to me, it's like until we actually become aware, like we saying, and bring that unity back, I believe we still gonna stay the underclass.
Yeah,
I do. because that's the
And
only
look,
thing that's gonna lift
Well,
us
one
up.
thing we're gonna have to do is we're gonna have to. We keep going with the tradition, and tradition is we've been Democrat for the last how many years?
But that's my question. That you know, I'm gonna raise that question. How? I mean,
right.
every black right now, if you ask them, why did you become a Democrat? Oh, my granddaddy. Oh, my mama. Oh,
Yeah, talk about
but
it, Stone.
let me
Yeah.
ask you something. Let's break this down. Again, Martin Luther King Jr. and them was not Democrats, man. That man was
Exactly.
not no Democrat.
Thank you.
Now, and this is what get me to I mean, I have my own point of views on all of this because I take all of those civil rights leaders, even those that are still here to this day from in that era,
Yep.
and the ones that passed away, they died fighting Democrats. Luther King was not assassinated by a Republican. He was assassinated by a Democrat.
Democrats. Right.
You see what I'm saying?
Exactly.
Martin was
Yes.
not no Democrat. None
Yes.
of them in that time was Democrats. So I'm trying to figure out, even when I look at John Lewis now, you go back and you look at that when they crossed that bridge to Selma, how John Lewis them was beat.
Yep.
They was beat bad.
Yeah.
I hate to, see, I take off examples of things I've been through, man. And then
Yes,
it make
but
me laugh
speak,
to myself. It
speak
made me
on it.
laugh to myself.
Yeah.
Because I mean, I'm gonna tell you, I was locked up one time. And then we was all sitting around because a big old riot had took place. And afterwards, me and some dudes sitting around, one was like, man, they made that nigga change gods. You know what I'm
Yeah.
saying? So I'm like,
Yeah. Yeah.
I'm talking about they beat him so bad. And I hate you, he was a Muslim brother.
Right.
And they were beating him. And he would holler, Allah walk by, and they kept beating him until he said, oh, Jesus, help me.
You know, they gave us Jesus.
Yeah,
right?
that's that. There you go.
They
There you
gave
go.
they gave us their God.
They gave us now, bruh. You
Now
just
y'all
said
getting into religion, man.
we're gonna go back to where you at, but bruh just hit something that I said to you too.
Yeah.
How do you expect to get ahead if you praying to the same God that they hung us, tortured us, killed us, burned crosses, and all of that, praying to this same God?
Obey your slave master like you obey God.
There you go. And that's a doctrine that was forced upon us.
Exactly.
And the sad part is that doctrine that was forced upon us, we have taken it and believe in it and have faith in it more than they do.
Yep. Stood on
it. They took, when it was first, let's go back to the Roman Catholic days and all of that, they denied it.
Yep.
A lot of them argued it.
Yep.
And then turned around and forced it on us, what they didn't even believe in.
Yep.
I mean, it's cold. Now back to that. Tell me,
that's
how did John Lewis them get beat? How did they get beat so bad?
If you can control their God or their religion, you can control the people.
That's all it is.
Simple as that.
That's what Constantine them said.
It was systematically done.
Yeah.
It was a process.
You were saying that you compared what happened in prison to what happened with John Lewis now?
Yeah. How did John Lewis now turn and become Democrats?
Yeah, how? Right.
That's just like, remember what Pac said? What was that song Pac had it? Well, your enemies is my enemies.
Yeah. Yeah.
They killed Martin, and you and Martin was like this.
Yeah.
How did you join sides with them?
Yeah.
I remember that round table that y'all had. Man, I was just looking at a video where Martin was sitting around. They was all sitting around. Martin was talking, and they was asking him, did they think they needed to go in with lawyers?
Right.
Right. And everybody was sitting listening to Martin talking. Martin was like, well, a lawyer would be good to have, but what good is it gonna do us? They gonna beat him the same way they beat us. And the cold thing, he said, even if we got a white lawyer, they gonna beat him and call him a nigger lover.
Yeah.
Right.
So it wouldn't do no good. You know, he
Right.
said we got to go in there about what we was just saying. He said we got to go in there with faith
Yep.
in God.
Yep.
You see what I'm saying? But to go through all of this with this man and all that they went through, how could they turn to be Democrats, man? You know, that's my biggest thing to this day.
Well, I thought
don't
they went.
see-
I thought they went Democrat after Coretta Scott reached out to.
to the Kennedys.
Yeah.
That was, he didn't know. Martin still didn't go Democrat now. Don't forget.
Right.
Martin still, she only did that when he was down here in Georgia in the Albany jail, and she was scared they was gonna kill him, which they was gonna try
to get him out. Right.
Yeah.
Yeah.
Trying to get
She
him out.
went to Nixon first.
Yeah.
She went to Nixon, and Nixon said the truth. You know, I respect the way Nixon came at it. Nixon said, I can't because I need them Dixiecrat votes.
Yep. He wasn't about to lose.
She went to the Kennedys. They got him out. They won the presidency. How long was JFK in there before he was assassinated? It was like 60-some days, something like that, wasn't it?
Yeah. He wasn't even long. He wasn't even in there to get to the.
Now, if they loved him that much, why would they assassinate their own if it wasn't for him going to get Martin out of jail?
Yep.
They wouldn't have killed that man.
Yep.
You see, I mean, it was just that was a show to win. We saying we on y'all side now. But how could you tell me you ain't finna beat me in my back and slap me on my head, then turn around and come in my face and hug me?
Yeah, and say
and
we
tell
with
me you
you
love
now.
me.
Right.
No, it don't work like that. And that ain't how it works.
Right.
You know, I still don't see no reason for no black person to be a Democrat. I don't.
What?
Facts.
Hey, that's just true. Because I mean, if we want to be something, be independent.
Yep.
Let's speak on how the same way Malcolm was speaking. We ain't gonna get nowhere joining what they are. We need our own independency.
And look, this should be the prime example for our people. So they knew they've been losing our vote. So, you know, through the churches, black people haven't been voting with them, and they lost a lot of black votes to the Republican side. So what they started doing is flying illegal immigrants in to take our place. That should tell you something right there. Like, come on, like y'all don't see the play. And they flew them and they moved them in to all the black neighborhoods in Chicago, here in LA. So they gave them $10,000 in food stamps. They approved home loans. They were getting 5-bedroom houses.
Listen.
And come on, man. Like, we got to wake up.
Well,
all the Democrats.
I don't know not one black person that's a Democrat that will even deal with that subject. They don't care nothing about that. They like, look, we first of all, they're going to start with, this is stolen land anyway.
Yeah, they're going to combat it. Yeah.
Yeah, it's stolen land, our stolen land. This
It's
is
our
our
land.
land. We was
That
here first. The Black Moors was here before anybody was
before anybody.
Yeah.
Yes, facts. The
on the
Moors.
America on this
Yes.
America.
Yes.
Black Moors had that. So
Yes.
I mean, they always gonna do that.
I think
Yep.
so. I think we coming around. I think just like me, I'm independent. I know you independent, Dave. I don't know what is your
This time
what are you talking about?
I voted Republican because I saw actually what was going on, and I got sense enough to vote for the person that's gonna get the job done. I don't care about what color you are or whether you're a male or a female. I'm voting for the person that I think can get the job done, as we all should.
You know what? A
shouldn't
lot
be
of people
identity politics.
Yeah.
We vote on identity or stuff that looks like us. We voted with Obama just because he was black.
just
We'd
because he
never
was black.
heard of Obama before he started running for president. Nobody knew
Well,
who this guy was.
I knew he was up in Chicago. He went to school and all that. I did know a little.
You do
He was a little
because
city
you
councilman or something like that up
look,
there.
you do, right? You feel me? But the majority, 99% of the people did not know who he was, where he went to school at, who his family was.
That's what Jamie Foxx said. He said,
all we cared about was he was black.
I voted because he was a black man.
That's what majority
most
of
blacks
them
did. Most blacks did, man. I mean, I don't say most. For every black vote he got,
he was a Trojan horse.
It was because he was black.
Yeah.
He was a Trojan horse.
Yeah. But so two independents, one you voted Republican. I voted for
Cornel West
both terms.
Oh yeah.
When Obama ran, I voted both times. And then who came after that? It was Biden. That's when I went independent. I went independent on that one. But
I voted for Kanye West.
Okay. That was Cornel West.
And the real reason why I live in California and I knew what Kamala Harris did to the black people here because I was here when all the stuff was going on.
When she was the attorney general. Yes,
exactly. She was locking black women up for
black women, men. That's how California's penal code is full right now because of her.
She
and
was
Biden.
locking black people up, and she never said she was black. She never claimed to be black. She is not
Indian.
Black.
She was Indian.
And that's her heritage, and that's what she ran on. But you can't tell our people that. But the people here in California, we knew who she was and what type of person she was.
Yeah.
And she got into it, really, politics by sleeping with the judge.
Now, see, I don't know about all this.
yeah, because you don't live here.
No, listen, what I'm saying is...
I'm telling you.
So what I'm saying is...
Do your research.
Right.
On everything I'm saying.
I'm not going against what you're saying. It could be true. What I'm saying is, as a podcast, I can't say that any of this is my views and the views of the podcast. What you're saying is something that's alleged, and I ain't against it. I just ain't did no research on it, so I can't vouch for it. That's all I'm saying.
Can't vouch for it.
Yeah.
Go. People, do your own research. Do your own research. And everything that I'm talking about, it's
like you say, if you're from California, you know.
Yeah.
If you're from California, you know.
Listen, Dave, I've heard what you're saying before. Trust me. I've never heard of her. I had never heard of Obama. I'm just being honest. I wasn't into politics.
Right.
And somebody just posted. Shout out to Carlos Jackson, man, because he one of the people who I really don't get a lot of engagement on social media unless he disagrees with me. But I do respect him and his views. And he just posted something saying, if you didn't watch if you haven't read the Epstein files, or if you weren't watching the trials from January 6th, you really shouldn't have an opinion on any of this that's going on right now. And I disagree with that. Um, have you read the Epstein files? What do you have you read the Epstein files, Stone?
I don't think nobody done read the whole Epstein file.
Right. Nobody.
3 million,
Exactly.
they just gave them people 3 million pages. So how can anybody say they done read the Epstein files?
Right.
You understand?
Sounds ridiculous.
Let's be rational here.
Right.
Yeah. Well,
we only know.
Have you researched them at all?
I know what everybody else know.
Right.
What they give us.
Right.
Which is nothing, right? We don't know
who you
nothing.
say your guest was that just came on and commented? Unless he got something to do with the DOJ and all of that,
right?
He ain't even read them.
Yeah.
Right. Exactly. Is he in some type of office?
Yeah.
Right.
Is he one of the lawyers on it? Like, what are we talking about here?
Man, listen.
None of us know what's really going on because, first of all of them haven't been released yet. So that's an idiotic statement to make.
Yeah.
Hey, have politicians out there. It's a lot of people out there who don't know what's in it. That's why so many people nervous.
Right. Right. Exactly.
But they don't know what's in it. Yeah. I just looked early. I was watching when they was had Pam Bondi in front of the Senate the hearing today, and they was like that came out like it's so many. When did y'all start? They tried to press her to ask her, would she give up the ones with all the redacted names?
Right. And forget all. Let's forget all that. When do the court proceedings start? Let's start there. Right. Thank you.
It ain't gonna be none.
Thank you. That's all I'm saying. So
it ain't gonna be none.
Unless they start locking people up and really coming down on these people, what difference do it make anyway? Because all of it is just really, I think it's all a distraction anyway. We talking about all this stuff that's been going on. Everybody knows it's been going on, and we missing on what we really should be focused on, and that's all these laws and stuff being passed. So
there you go.
People need to show up for that. Let's find out what's going on with the laws.
For real. No, that fraud and all of that.
Right. All the fraud. Where all the money that
has been took. All that money that has been took and won't give a black person a penny.
Right.
It's hard for a black man to get on welfare now.
Right. How's these billions?
How was they getting all of them loans and grants?
Right. Yeah. Like,
you see what I'm saying?
All these Somalians get money and Venezuelans and all this stolen money that's been going on. Social Security with dead people that's 100 and something years old. And where's
crazy.
All this money going?
So next time we do one of these panels, I'm gonna make sure that I have a Democrat on here that's versed so they can give us the other. Because
I would love to have one on here so I can ask them some questions. Because one thing I know, I mean, down here, Fulton County, this is the most corrupt spot I've ever seen in my life. Man.
Talk about it, Stone. I stayed in Fulton County.
It ain't nothing but blacks here. Blacks run this.
Blacks run. Right. Thank you.
Now, I'm gonna tell you something. What they gonna try to keep out the news. But it's facts. It's been proven. They get mad at Trump. You think Trump sent them FBI came down here and raided that election board building for nothing?
Right, exactly. It's corruption going on.
Man, listen. It was I fed the homeless at this church, not knowing what was going on.
Right.
But the whole time, all of these homeless that's out there.
Yeah.
Hey, man, they signed 2,000 of them up to their address and had them vote Democrat.
Right. For real.
Now, this is shown that all of these 2,000, how you going? We dealing with homeless now. who names, and they trying to get us to help them because they feel they in trouble.
Yeah. Yeah.
Because they didn't know what was going on. But y'all all on the same. Yeah, how do 2,000 people got the same address?
Yeah.
Fraud.
That's like 2,000 us living at 101 Broad Street.
Right.
It ain't no sense. Complex building.
Right.
it ain't none of that.
Yeah. How do you explain that?
Now tell me how 270 something people all registered to one abandoned house.
Yeah.
Well, listen. Trump was saying that it was election fraud. He's saying that in Michigan, I don't know if y'all heard about that. He was talking about.
He said it's some up there.
Yeah,
it's everywhere. Same here in California.
Yeah.
It's so
listen, they've been doing
man.
it. They've been doing it. They've been doing that since the beginning. I mean, we'd never know.
Listen, who are they gonna have? Who are the Democrats gonna have to run up against? Well, Trump can't come. He can't be president again, right?
Why? Who said that?
I thought that was in the Constitution.
Who said that?
I thought it was in the Constitution. Am I wrong?
Who said that? It is in the Constitution, but who say he can't run?
The Constitution.
Man, that man, who got the rights to change the Constitution?
First of all, you better be careful with changing the Constitution.
Huh?
Be careful with.
But I'm just saying, who got the rights to who can change the Constitution?
Not the president by itself.
The president can't touch it. Period.
Right? Who can?
But I bet you the Senate can.
Senate.
The Senate.
Yeah.
Huh? Yeah. The Senate can. Hey. Who say he can't? Who controls the Senate?
Well, listen, about it.
JD Vance is up next, bro.
How old is Donald Trump right now?
He young.
80 something.
He younger than Sleepy Joe.
He's way younger than Sleepy Joe. What they got to do? What his age got to do with it? Look how old Ronald Reagan was. Hold up. Yeah, I know y'all remember the jokes where they had him sitting on. It was a video, a commercial. Remember he was sitting on the toilet and he said, "Hey Nancy," and he thought he was flushing the toilet and hit the nuclear bombs. Come on, man! Look how old he was.
Yeah,
age ain't got nothing to do with it.
Yeah. Who Democrats would have to run up against? Because right now, I don't know, man.
Nobody.
Yeah, I don't know.
Nobody. It ain't no. Listen, really,
ain't nobody gonna beat JD Vance, bro. It's over.
And you know what? I don't think so either. Because JD, he's a real good dude. You know what I'm saying?
He young. He got the connections.
I got to see him up close and personal. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
So he you know, when he first became Trump's running mate, everybody they spoke the truth, not knowing it. Boy, that's who finna take Trump over the top. That man's a mouthpiece.
Yeah.
He's a mouthpiece. You know what I'm saying?
He's smart.
He know how to use his words and he use them.
Yeah.
Ooh, very precise.
Yeah, he gonna do better than Trump. Watch.
Okay. Well, I never looked into JD Vance. I'm not a Republican. I am a citizen though, so I'm gonna look into it. But
I don't know if he's gonna do better because listen, I've been saying it forever.
You know what? The only reason why I say he's going to do better is because they didn't make Trump a supervillain. The Democrats didn't put out so much bad press on Trump. Anybody that's up next is going to do better as far as on site.
But what was we just saying? What was we saying was our problem? We wanted to be accepted by people.
Yeah.
Think that man
Right.
care? That man don't care.
No, he
That's
about
why
business.
I
I know
said, man,
he about business. That's why I know he's gonna. The reason why I say that is because he has all the connections. He knows how to close his mouth. And he know how to speak to the people. He's not going to do the things that Trump does. He's not going to just go off the handle. He's going to stick to a script. He's going to do it exactly what needs to be done, and he's going to show results. That's what JD Vance does.
Yeah.
He comes up with a plan. He executes it, and he's gonna stick to the script. He's not
Trump
gonna do
do
all
too.
this.
Listen, Trump come up with a plan and he sticks to it.
Yeah,
Listen,
he do too. But
Trump can be sitting there right now and say, you know what? And he go do it.
Yeah,
You heard what that man.
I know this. We know this. But the whole thing is there. He said, "Look, y'all already made me a villain, so I'm just gonna play with y'all. It's fun and games to him because
It's not being a villain. You know what? It's not being a villain. You want me to tell you what it is with Trump? And I would always say this, man. America's the strongest country it is, right?
Right.
Yeah.
We don't need no weak president.
Thank you.
Listen.
Thank you.
And I'm gonna tell you, if Biden or any of them was in office right now, with all of this that's going on with Putin and all of them,
yeah, we'd be in trouble.
Man, they would have been came. Listen, when Biden was just in office, we had China was flying balloons over here, spy balloons and all.
Yeah.
You ain't seen none of that with Trump since Trump been in office.
Yeah, because they know he ain't playing. Right.
You know what that man said about him? It was one of them foreign prime ministers. He said FAFO. He said messing with that president, FAFO.
Yeah.
F around and find out.
Find out. Yep.
Listen,
that's all it is.
Yeah.
I went into chat, man. We're going on 3 hours, man. I went into chat and I asked, I said, what would be going on in the United States right now if Kamala Harris would have won the presidency? And it said, thinking about what the world might look like right now if Kamala had won the presidency, assuming she defeated Donald Trump in 2024, is inherently speculative. We know that. We can sketch a likely difference based on her policies and her positions. And it said domestic policy on the economy. Harris likely would have emphasized middle-class tax cuts, targeted small business support, and some corporate tax adjustments, building on but tweaking President Biden's economic approach. So basically, things would have been the same, or got worse.
Or worse.
It would have been worse because listen, you got to remember they asked her plan, and she said
didn't have no plan.
She looked around. She was so lost. She said, "Biden's plan."
Right.
So you gonna go off the same plan?
Yeah.
You telling me you finna run? You running on the same plan that ain't got us nowhere?
Well, let me ask you this. So let me say this. In Democrats' defense,
oh my God,
you think JD Vance is gonna go far away from what Trump is doing? He gonna kind of do the same thing Trump doing.
Yep.
If he stay in the direction Trump is going in,
it's working.
America will really be the strongest country.
Thank you.
But I'm just saying, y'all get what I'm saying.
As far as economically and stuff,
what I'm saying is Kamala Harris was gonna go with what her predecessor was doing. And the same thing JD Vance gonna do.
He gonna move along with Trump's, but he also gonna have his own move because he quicker, he younger, so he's gonna think different. He gonna he's a little bit more rational. You can talk to him quicker than you can Trump. Because if you come to Trump with some bull, Trump gonna tell you straight up, take that, go on now.
Yeah,
this is what I'm finna do.
So on social and justice issues, Harris historically has focused on civil rights, criminal justice reform, and immigration strategies. Now, we already know that.
Focused on the alphabets.
The alphabet community.
So how is it, man? She was just running on a trans commercial.
Right.
saying what she was going to do. She was going to allow any trans in prison, and the government was going to pay for it.
Yeah.
To have their operations.
You can't make this stuff up.
Yeah. It say
Right.
her administration probably would have championed expanded access to health care, reproductive rights protections, and broader anti-discrimination measures through implementing much of much of this would depend on Congress. We already know that. So
okay, listen.
It would have been the same as how Biden had it. We got to get out.
Even worse.
We're going on 3 hours, man. But
now, okay, bro. But let me say this before
definitely
we do.
Worse.
Her and Biden, like bro say, if you ain't from California, you wouldn't know.
Right.
Me being from Dago, her and Biden is the one. Biden pushed when he was in Congress, pushed the 3-strike bill.
Yep.
She enforced it.
Thank you.
Man, you know how between them two,
if
you know how many blacks they locked up. That same crack law,
right?
That 99% blacks that was in federal prison since the 80s. Biden pushed that bill.
Yeah. Yeah.
The only thing I can give Obama, he changed the bill from 101 racial to 1. I think he put it at like 2 to 100 racial. But you didn't make it retroactive and let all them black men out.
Yeah, he didn't let the people out. Right.
Yeah.
Exactly.
Yeah.
We being bipartisan right now.
Yeah, we got to be bipartisan, man. Because there's a lot of people that are emotional about this. It's not just people are being hurt by some of the stuff that's going on. So a lot of families been broken up. They probably shouldn't have been here in the first place. We ain't gonna get off into that, right or wrong, but they were here. And remember, if you made it here and then you had a child here, that child was protected. Remember? Because they were born here. And Trump, I think he reversed that and sent everybody out of here. So we're gonna talk about that, man. I don't want to make this a political show because this is about disrupting patterns, man. And I appreciate y'all coming on here. You already know
what we are. We trying to break the pattern, the sheep pattern. Yeah. We trying to get people to stop.
I think I hear Pink in the background. Is that Pink? What's up, bro?
You heard her say,
Yeah.
She listened to bruh. She like,
Yeah, we trying to break the pattern of people just blindly following stuff just because our grandparents and our elder people followed those same rules. Times have changed. They know that we not getting anything for our vote. So they just know we gonna blindly follow for most of us, and they know they gotta vote and they don't have to do nothing for us. Yeah, we gotta have something for our vote that's gonna help our community.
Yeah,
they can't offer us nothing no more. Democrats, they didn't offer all that they could give.
Right.
So now, I was looking at the news today, and I seen what was it yesterday? They did they doing it. You know how they do the percentage, but they was like. I think it was 30-something% young people. They said, don't even care about America no more. Don't even wish to be an American no more. And they was talking about the Democrat Party. They say the Democrat Party then dropped to 40-something. It was like 40-something. It was a high number. But
the numbers are down. Yeah.
They losing a moral for being Americans right now because they can't they feel like they losing everywhere around.
Right.
Yeah.
So I was like, damn.
Well, I think that's kind of what the conservatives was going through for a while when we had 8 years of Obama, you know what I'm saying? And then we had Trump, and then we came back to Biden. Now we back in the conservative, and Republicans are on top. But anyway, man, listen. I appreciate y'all. Y'all already know what it is. We got Stone on here on the last minute, man, but we're going to plan this one out next Wednesday.
Yeah, we got to do it again. I thought about it at the last minute. I was still doing some legal work.
Okay.
I was on that computer. Then
Stone, you down there, street groomers, y'all down in Fulton County in Georgia, fighting for justice for
the homeless. For the homeless. We do it all.
Salute to the street groomers.
So we appreciate the work y'all doing, man. We're gonna get out of here. Y'all keep loving, keep living, and most of all, keep disrupting.
Yes, sir. At all costs.
Y'all sit next stage for a minute, fellas. So there y'all have it, man. I don't know if y'all tapped in. I know a lot of people were on the sideline. They didn't call in. I think some people viewed, didn't engage, but only way we're gonna get some understanding is if we communicate and we talk. And I don't want to make this a political show. I don't want to make this a religious show. It's not that. I try to respect people's views when they call in and when they come on the show, though. And I don't endorse anything that was said. You do your own research. This is a bipartisan show, like Stone said. But I want y'all to, again, don't buy no wooden nickels. Do your own research. Make sure that you are staying in a position of power and respecting yourselves and building a community. And for me, I'm signing out for the night. We'll be here every Wednesday, 7 p.m. Eastern. This is a call-in show, 1-800-440-1612. Listen, keep living, keep loving, keep disrupting. Peace.